Eyiphi advert eniyikhumbulayo?
Every advert
Ngikhumbula ingoma
got a
yakhona.
music.
Ino-rocks. Injani le ngoma?
Pull bread. Yakudala. Pull bread.
Sure.
Yakudala, but I want you to present something in short. But
Sure.
like this thing. You said, "Good on no wrong. Good. Good no wrong."
Sure.
Pull bread. I love that thing.
Yeah.
That's the advertisement. But advertisement that
It's
thing.
a good one.
That brand.
Sure.
I love that thing. Because
Yeah.
advertisement is something like a crane on top.
Yeah, it's a nice thing.
Sure.
It's a nice thing.
Anything
It's
is
a nice
advertisement.
thing.
Sure.
It's a nice thing.
When it
It's a
comes to
nice
music,
thing.
something like you feel like.
Sure.
Something like good more kuluma.
Sure.
Like a storyteller,
Yeah.
can be storytelling music. Can be
Because if you
whatever
sell your
music.
brand,
Sure.
That's the music.
the music must complement your brand.
Go with the
Sure.
flow,
Yeah.
kind of music.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
My name is Lindani Tibande. I'm the co-founder of Music and Innovation. We are a music and sound design company that specializes in composing original music, sound design, and audio visuals for all formats of advertising. We write and produce jingles for activations, radio, as well as background music and sound for TV commercials and digital content. So we are musicians before we are entrepreneurs, and I think the entrepreneurship and business side of things came at a later stage. We just started making music out of the passion and love for music. You know, we were really just forced by our situation and circumstances to think outside of the box. And we basically just decided to use the little that we had. I mean, we had this ability to create music, but not just music. You know, we could interpret any type of sound. You know, we weren't limited to a specific genre. We could do kwaito, hip hop, any type of genre, and you know, we could source different types of vocalists and talent, and it was really integrating that with marketing and the insights and knowledge that we had on marketing. You know, I had been a promoter for quite some time, so I'd done promotions and road shows. And what I really understood about the world of marketing is that, you know, you need to be able to create memorable experiences, and you need to be able to speak a language that consumers understand. So it was really just integrating that knowledge and insight with our ability to create music. So music is a powerful way to communicate with consumers, and we have previously worked on a number of campaigns in writing, producing jingles, and original music for various brands such as McDonald's, Uber, Kotex, Kleenex, Maheu, McCain, Simba, Omo, Surf, and Sunlight. Our music is used in traditional media platforms such as radio, TV, digital, and activations, which is your face-to-face interactions where the music would incorporate dance and industrial theater across major touch points such as malls, taxi ranks, schools, stadiums, taverns, and shisanyamas. This journey has been quite a long and lonely one for us, where we have pretty much had to figure everything out ourselves as we go. With the space being such a niche, it's very difficult to access information. So we decided to produce this documentary to put a spotlight in our industry, as well as introduce musicians to a space that they might not be necessarily familiar with, and educate people on a different way to monetize your passion.
Hi guys, my name is Sipo Zondo. I'm an operations director at Music and Innovation. So my responsibilities within the company is to run the day-to-day operation, which includes outsourcing talent, studio booking, and doing other external stuff needed during production.
I'm Bumem Tetwa. I'm a music producer and sound director for Music and Innovation. I'm going to be showing you how we did the music behind the Kellogg's Noodle ad. The ad is based on the song we had created. The client wanted something exciting, so we programmed the claps first. Yeah. Yes, and some bass. And then some leads. Wait, this. And more leads. And then, yeah, more instruments to make it more exciting. And then kicks.
We spoke to musicians within our industry that we admire and are inspired by. We interviewed Sims Kula of Audio Militia, Adam Howard of Howard Audio, and Nati Lutango of A Nati Sound, where we explored the workings of music production and the sound design industry, focusing on musical compositions and the role of music in advertising.
My name is Sims Kula. I am a producer, singer-songwriter. I work at Audio Militia, which is a audio sound company. And yeah, I'm basically an engineer here, and I produce as well. And yeah, I make ads, I do sound design. I wear a lot of hats here, but it's all in the creative hub of what I do.
My name is Nati. I'm a music composer and sound engineer for commercials, for TV, radio, and online productions. Right? And my background is, after high school, I went to a film school called AFDA, right? And there I studied sound design for film and TV.
My name's Adam Howard. I'm a music composer, producer, born in the UK, but have lived in South Africa since 1997. Yeah, slowly over 25 years, I've just really branched out into not only trumpet playing or writing music for commercials or final mix or musical direction. One connection always leads to another.
So what is the difference, if you can just explain to us, what is like the difference between sound design, a composer, and a music producer?
Okay. Sound design, composer, and a music producer in the setting of Audio Militia, or at least in the industry that we're in.
Yeah.
A composer is a person who ideally writes music for instruments. That's predominantly what they do. A sound designer, when you watch an ad or when you're watching a movie or a series or anything, that's where we add in a lot of the sound, because not a lot of the sound is captured on set. So a sound designer essentially adds in sound on a film, on all those different platforms. And then the last one is music producer.
Yeah.
Music producer is basically, in our setting, is a person who heads up the whole production, at least the music and the sound design. But in our setting, we mix all those three together, so we just call ourselves music producers because that's what we do.
So, I mean, you know, you have music composing, so people will come to you and say, we'd like a piece of music in this style, please, or final mix, or audio branding is where you would look after a mnemonic or a jingle at the end, you know. That's the audio branding behind McDonald's. Other things, you know, the Intel bong, you know, dum 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 dum, ba 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 da da. This is all audio branding. So I will be approached by a company like Console, who wanted a mnemonic at the end of each commercial. So we go into the brand DNA, if you would, you know, like what is Console? Well, it's premium, it's glass, it's clear, it's versatile. It's all these, and for a musician, glass is an amazing medium as well. So, audio branding is trying to recreates a brand's image in audio.
Yes. So, with regards to music for commercials specifically, a lot of the time we get a brief, right? And a lot of the time the editor has already put some sort of music to the picture and there's already some momentum going on. So then what I would then do is they give me what's on the picture already, what's on the cut and copy, and then they also would give me other music references, you know, like maybe YouTube links to different styles and all of that, you see. So then I would then see what the editor and the director have communicated in the cut and copy, and then what the client and the rest of the agency wants to communicate, where they wanted to take the music. And then I would just take all of that information and then just start from scratch using what's already on the cut and copy as a guide, you see. But all of this it's about communication, it's about feel, you know. And, you know, portraying a certain emotion, portraying a certain energy, and all of that. And taking into account that a lot of the, with commercials, a lot of it comes with a voiceover, you know, so then you also have to take into account that your music mustn't fight with the voiceover, it must rather complement it, you know? Yeah, so it's all about communication, taking what they're communicating to me and then giving them a new product.
What role do you think the music and the sound design actually play in the actual ad or film? Like, and how important is this?
It plays a huge role in the ad. The music plays, I would even say the music plays a bigger role than the actual video itself. And I'll say this, I'll give you an example. If I'm watching a really good video, one that's shot very well, and the sound is like really like bad, it makes it hard for me to watch what I'm watching. Yet the video could be really average or somewhat okay, and if the sound is really good, I'm still going to be engaged because there is that pull. So I guess then we need to make sure that the music is top notch, and then we also need to make sure that the sound design is top notch. We need to recreate that environment and make sure that it applies in a very natural way. That way, so that when you're watching, it also feels like you're immersed in the entire promo or the entire ad or in the entire film or the entire series. So, like mina ngiyazama kakhulu ukuthi like that comes out in its best quality form so that you can enjoy it.
COVID-19 has had a significant impact in the music industry in general, you know, with live performance being the biggest income generator for a lot of musicians. And, you know, I think that will force the industry to be more creative and innovative in terms of the way musicians can monetize their passion and creativity. And I think for us in our space, it has really just forced us, or we've had to be more savvy in terms of our digital presence and brand visibility and social media presence, and being able to be authentic without compromising our artistic integrity, especially with the collaborations that we're trying to do with brands and the clients that we work with. So it's really just been about, you know, trying to be more visible in our space and showcasing our services with the style of music that we do for the brands, because I think brands are always just looking at more meaningful and engaging way to communicate with consumers, and it always needs to be authentic because consumers relate to a language that they understand.
Alicia and Keezy. Yeah, which is South African, so yeah, so it needs tuning. We've got lots of facets to Howard Audio: final mix, original music, sound design, and then there's me being a trumpet player, playing with, you know, I played with Wynton Marsalis last year, played with Jonas Kwanga on one of his last gigs, you know, Sibongile Khumalo, all these greats, you know. That has died overnight. It's horrible, but what I am ecstatic about is that I've been able to provide over 300 session fees to musicians this year. We did album recordings. We did an album recording with the big band, actually, with Jonathan Rocksmith. We did a Christmas concert, a Christmas album, sorry. We did another big orchestral. So that was like 2 months' work. And a lot of my sessions, you know, I've been booking a lot of live musicians, and it's devastating. But if I can be a small part of being able to keep musicians in, you know, a little bit of money in these trying times, there's going to be an adjustment. All I can say to any musician, and this has been really, it's showed me this year, it sounds like a cliche, but you know, you should always have lots of facets to your business. You know, you should know how to use a computer and do some arrangements, or how to record, or you know, can you do online lessons at, at home? And we just have to think outside the box, because nobody owes us anything. I mean, you know, as musicians, we are self-employed straight off the bat. You know, I've been employed once with an orchestra. You know, it's tough, but as musicians, we just got to pick ourselves up and try and think of other ways of earning a living. But it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. I mean, when COVID-19 hit, we were all like, not necessarily in a panic, but we were all in a space of, we don't know what's going to happen, a space of oblivion. And yet we found that being in the space, Audio Militia actually thrived quite a lot. And that's just like, I guess, being at the right place and having good structures, but also being a Christian, like, that's a blessing, you know, it's particularly in the place that we're in, from the COVID-19 place. So that side has always been, we haven't been really hit that bad, really. Things have just been business as usual, with the incentive of just working from home. And I guess it is what it is, and I hope we can find a way to like fix that.
So COVID has really affected the amount of work that's been coming in. Fortunately, though, for us, especially during when we're on level 5 of lockdown, I personally also have a home setup similar to this. I mean, with the software and all of that, so I could work remotely. But as far as clients coming in, often, in large capacity, that has kind of dwindled. But always, just like with any situation, you always have to find a way to just pivot and make it work to your advantage, the new way to work and all of that.
And so in terms of like the financial side, how do you figure out like pricing, the licensing for your work? How did you do that?
So we show the client what the amount should be, and then we just negotiate with them as to what they have.
Asking things like, how much should I charge? It's like the horrible question, there's no secrets, there's industry standards, and then people take those standards and I suppose also realizing, that you can make a living from music. You can make a really good earning from royalties, and working with people like Lebo M, for example, who's on the other side of, collecting royalties like The Lion King. You get inspired by that, by knowing that a piece of music, once you've done that can create you royalties. It was a game changer for me, residual income, really.
There's a lot that goes with interpreting a brief and composing music for ads. So we take a look at the breakdown of the following adverts by A Nazi Sound, Howard Audio, and Audio Militia.
Hanging out, it's my summer, got my squad, we go harder, we got a little bit of feel.
So with regards to the Fanta, that's my flavor. That was actually, I went in the booth and then I shouted that. I just pitched it up. It sounded like, oh yeah, Fanta, that's my flavor. Yeah, and then also there's, you'll hear in the background is, oh. So what I actually did, I took a soccer crowd going, you know, and then I just cut it so it goes like,
This is the song. It's a song without words. Yeah. So this is. So I want now a little pause here. Pause and then it's more intimate. If I now go.
Dave, I thought you said you're working from home this week.
Yeah, this is one of those digital backgrounds.
Very realistic.
Yeah, really cool, I think. You're gonna hear is just the track and just a few things. I'm not gonna go through all of it, of course. I played the piano. Yeah, I played it right over here. Gave it that like churchy, like flavor. Gave it like a bit of like soul as well. Added some bass. I played the bass as well. I've got a bass with the piano. And then literally programmed the drums. Sang the vocals, like I told you, my inner James Brown.
Ooh, been gone for so long.
Yeah, and did some harmonies on it as well.
Ooh, doo 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 doo.
Yeah, and that's literally the whole track.
Yeah, the advice I would offer to somebody considering this career, I would say upskill yourself on your technical ability, but most importantly, your personal ability. Like, because as much as it is about technical work and everything, this is about relationships and your communication skills with people. So it's about, for example, with every job that you do, people need to want to come back to you because of how you made them feel during the job. You know, the relationships that you form will definitely keep you growing, and they'll keep you grounded, but that's the most important thing. As well, just spend as much time upskilling yourself. YouTube and tutorials and all of that. Computer is your friend. But yeah, like I was saying.
If there's one bit of advice, I would say don't mix with your eyes, mix with your ears. If it sounds good, it's good, don't touch it.
I think for me, the most important thing is to start. As a matter of fact, as a business founded by entrepreneurs who come from the township, our purpose is to inspire others to use the little that they have to start, because we believe that the most powerful thing that you can do for someone is to show them that it's possible. The musical landscape has radically changed. Through innovation and collaboration, the music industry will have to find new ways to not only become more sustainable, but also to connect with people in more compelling ways. Musicians will have to collaborate more to integrate the music into various forms of media to shape a more sustainable future.